Hello and welcome, I am Real. This is my analysis of Zaki versus MKLeo. I have a list of notes over here that I'm going to be going over throughout the set. This is going to be incredibly complex, so I'm going to be taking notes at about every single interaction, trying to analyze what is going on inside of their heads and what could they have done better, maybe. Let's find out. So, MKLeo. What are some win conditions for him? Basically, anything involving him gaining advantage state. Anything involving that is just going to be absolutely broken for him. Like, DDD has very little options when trying to come back to the stage in any sense of the word. Whether it's going to gain stage control or landing or getting off the ledge, a Cloud back air or an up air is just going to absolutely eviscerate that. So I think Cloud was actually the right choice for this set. So that, like, you could just kind of sum it up by saying that, honestly. It's not too advanced, just advantage state for sure. Now, as for Zaki, Zaki needs to find openings. So openings in aerial pressure. So, for example, if he reads an empty hop, that's a free advantage state, and then that translates into ledge trapping. So this is his only real way of being able to beat MKLeo. Like, you can't play neutral against Cloud as DDD. That's just not a thing. So you need to play around offensive pressure from MKLeo. Actually, probably better. Basically, any time where MKLeo is not applying pressure, that is an opening. And because Zaki does have a very large range in front of him with stuff like jab and F tilt and maybe sometimes down tilt because it's kind of fast, it's kind of nice. Plus, fair is actually pretty decent. Neutral air can lead into combos at early percents. It's not that bad. If he goes above MKLeo as a mix-up, he can like land with a nair, something like that. Just anytime MKLeo is caught off guard, that should be translated into advantage state and then never letting go of it. Because if he does, he's just going to lose. So, jumping into game one. Let's go ahead and get this started. So keep these goals in mind as we're going over this, because it's going to be very important for these players to keep these in mind. All right. So right off the bat, what we see is we have Zaki immediately going for stage control, and MKLeo chooses to charge limit. I think charging limit here is a bad choice, and while limit cross slash, having that option available is well and good against DDD, what you'll find is that you want to look for these openings preemptively. So their run speeds are pretty similar. They're able to go in at center stage at about the same time. Zaki showed that he is repositioning with shield quite often. If we go back a couple frames, like this dash in, literally he just did that with shield, and then he dashes back, dashes in, like just to like get a little empty movement, get a little stage control. But MKLeo forces himself onto the edge now, and he just gives this up for like about half a second of limit. Like, he should be prioritizing getting damage on Zaki and then translating that into an advantage state before getting limit now. Now, the only reason I could see him wanting to charge limit was that he would want to have limit up B, climb hazard, whatever, available to him early. But I can't see a situation where at 0%, even if he gets like grabbed at the ledge and air dodges, like, I can't imagine DDD being able to punish something like that incredibly hard and like MKLeo not being able to tech off the wall or something. So timestamp at 0:10. Just basically writing down what I said. Okay, I guess I'll do it like that. I'll just go back and go over my recording and do notes then. Okay, unless it's like really important. So Zaki just repositioned with shield 3 times. He's only moved twice without using shield. So at this point, MKLeo can be pretty confident in saying that whenever Zaki is going to reposition in neutral, he's going to use shield just to bring himself into the right spot, especially at the very early stages in the game. MKLeo now chooses to drop out of limit, probably because he was afraid of this approach from Zaki. If we go back a little bit, he was probably afraid of this approach right after Go disappears. No, I guess he just didn't want to be punished anymore. But fading back probably wasn't the right choice. I think if he had played around jab and F-tilt range by doing a short hop inwards and just barely spacing either a fair or a neutral air, that could have worked out really well in this position rather than just fading back and potentially giving away stage control if Zaki was ready for the situation. So I would say if a spaced aerial would be safe on shield against Zaki anyways. So, well, against DDD anyways. And the neutral air would open up a way to identify what options Zaki is going to do after that low percent sort of non-techable animation sort of thing where you get hit by a weak move, but you don't actually like get knocked away. Don't remember what that's called, but anyways, so he chooses to fade back. He's going to fade back in now, try to reclaim some stage control, and I suppose either one of two things happens. So MKLeo either was playing kind of linear and went for where Zaki was rather than where he was going to go, which I highly doubt at this level of play. We'll see if we can find other instances of this, but either that or he read a approach inwards because that was kind of what he was doing. Zaki was kind of moving back and forth. So maybe he read an approach in. Cross slash would have been a great choice for a punish. 19% for free. That would have been amazing. Anyways, Zaki chooses to roll back. MKLeo now has stage control. Let's see what he does with it. Okay. So, like I said, this is a repeat. This is a literal repeat of 4 seconds ago. This exact same scenario happened, but now MKLeo is slightly winning because Zaki's giving him enough time to charge the limit. It's like I didn't expect Zaki to not be applying more pressure to Cloud's limit charge here. Like he's only in a spot to react to an option out of limit, but not to pressure limit. And because of that, he's not doing anything effectively. Like, MKLeo can just sit there and double jump over DDD for free and maybe charge limit on the other side. But, like, Zaki needs to figure out a way to break through this fake defense that MKLeo has been throwing out. Because literally neither player have been, like, throwing out a move except for MKLeo when he did that one cross slash. Like, that was the only move of the game so far. It's already been 4 seconds. He's just been charging limit the whole time. Okay, that's interesting. Leo actually chose to fade back out of limit again. And Zaki wasn't even going to approach right then. So let's think about it like this. If Leo knew that Zaki was going to come in with shield again, like, let's assume that MKLeo predicted that Zaki was going to come in with shield again, and that's why he went for the exact same scenario that happened 4 seconds ago and faded back, right? If he knew that he was going to reposition himself with shield, he would have went for a grab. But instead, he chose a safe option and faded back. So now, let me ask, why did he do this? Why did he fade back? At this point, he could literally just start walking forward and be infinitely better than Zaki at this point. Like, walking forward in this situation would be so godlike against Zaki because he is afraid of Cloud right now. You can tell in his playstyle that he's afraid. You can catch that from the first 3 seconds of gameplay. And now, MKLeo can just walk forward. He could probably get out another roll from Zaki. Like, either that or he would get an identifier. Like, oh, okay, he jabs whenever I walk towards him. Like, perfect, I'll just shield it and then dash in or something. Like, there are so many options here, but dashing in, not one of them. Dashing in only covers immediate options from Zaki and creates some fake pressure. That's it. Which admittedly is more effective against DDD, but at this level you should know how to deal with fake pressure. So let's see what happens. Okay. I think that was just misspacing. I think that's honestly what it was. It covers moving in, and DDD can't punish it because he was like not ready for it. He wasn't prepared to react. I guess this is okay. But MKLeo still has not gained stage control throughout basically this whole thing. The only time he's really gained stage control was right here, and he chose to throw it away by using that cross slash. What's interesting, though, is that Zaki is now actually approaching and repositioning himself yet again with shield. Like, okay, so there's this. Maybe he read that jump. Maybe he read the jump. I don't see why he would, though. That'd be really advanced if he did. Interesting. Maybe he read the jump there. Maybe. But I doubt it. I think that was just to apply some pressure. In which case, again, short hop nair, short hop fair probably would have worked better. Let me see. So, going back a second. This is now the only time... Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Take a look at this. You see that? The turnaround animation of his jump. Wow. Huh. You know, maybe he did read that jump. Yeah, DDD's jump animation is actually really good. It shrinks him down so much. Like right here, he's like about a cloud length. He's about a cloud width. Like, it doesn't look like it, but he's really, really small right now. Okay. Anyways. So, that's a thing that might have happened. Either way, though, Zaki is still positioning himself with grab, and that is literally a free opening so many times. It's, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so let's go back to the last time Zaki rolled. That's about here. Zaki rolled back after MKLeo threw out. I'm trying to frame skip back a bit. After MKLeo threw out this cross slash, he dashed in and then repositioned himself back. Probably because he realized that Cloud was scary and that he should stay away. Okay, it's a repeat scenario again. I think Leo was actually going to go and tomahawk him here, but he reacted to the roll and then punished with the grab. Okay, this is good. And I absolutely love the up throw here. This up throw is part of the reason why MKLeo is so good, because he knows what he has to do to win in every single matchup. He knows all of these characters' flaws. Like, against almost no other character would he up throw at this percent. Like, I could expect a down throw or a back throw from him. But against DDD, that's an up throw. And that's amazing. Anyways, so I happen to remember this part. And I know that Zaki makes it through. Yeah. So, let's rewind that. Let's see exactly how Zaki makes it through. So the platform's here. I don't think either player was paying attention to the platform too much. Yeah, I think both of them realized that the platform was going to go away before it had a chance to interact with this situation, so we can ignore that. Now that was actually just amazing on Zaki's part. You can tell how much experience this player has against Cloud. Like, that was perfectly timed. When Leo gets hit here, he's still in his jump squat. He's either in jump squat or he's in landing lag. Like, it's either one of those animations. Anyways, so Nair, because it was backwards hit, the grab didn't connect. He had to turn around. That was still good, though. It still forced a double jump out of Leo. Now that... that's the DDD struggle right there, in a nutshell. You pick one defensive option. If your opponent guesses it, it's almost over. So now is the time to charge limit. This is a great time to charge limit. Please charge limit here. And we can almost skip over this because it's just Leo ledge trapping. Like, at this point, you should know how to ledge trap. Like, come on. It's 2018. So, Leo ledge traps well. It's literally just a happenstance that this happened. He buffered shield on his get up, and he was a little slow. That's it. Now that is a scenario right here. Hold on. So we can see that Zaki is rolling away from a lot of scenarios. So we've established two habits from Zaki. I'm probably paying more attention to Zaki than I am MKLeo when I'm talking about habits. But we've established that Zaki rolls away from scenarios quite often, and we've established that at early percents he repositions himself with shield. This could change later because of the way that high percents work and how everybody second guesses themselves. Anyways, so holy crap, that was probably the most amazing down tilt ever. Every single Cloud in the world would absolutely stop using their cross slash after the second one connects. And here's why. So when Cloud uses his side B, they normally also press B a second time in order to buffer the second swing in case it hits. But canceling that and stopping the third hit from coming out means that they're taking tons of end lag. Zaki literally reacted to this, knowing that they would never do the third swing and down tilted out of shield. And that is just so good. Limit cancels are nice. I like this. I really like this landing option, actually. That landing option right there negates landing lag. That's amazing. I'm going to implement that into my Cloud. That's really good. Anyways, so Zaki was not ready for that. That was like MKLeo level 500. That was level 500 strats. That was IQ 500 strats. Okay. So down tilt. I think this is not the first time Leo has read an air dodge from Zaki for no reason. I think at this point it's safe to just throw out the up air. You don't have to wait. Like, especially when you're landing. Like, come on. Like, down tilt that. Like, after you've done this animation, you might as well just throw it out. Because there's like barely any landing lag. And Zaki will still have to land in the exact same way. And you're still going to have enough time to throw out another jump. But instead, Leo gets faked out by Zaki. And he mispositions himself because he thinks Zaki is going to head over to the left. If you look here, down tilt, limit charge, down tilt. Like, you could see Zaki jumped over this way, Leo reacted, and Zaki just had enough time to go back. I guess that's a really good mix-up. Like, a lot of floaties like that can just mix up people as they're landing. Like, for example, It's not exactly the best example, but for example, like Peach's Parasol, right? When Peach's Parasol is landing, that move is so hard to punish because of the air drift and the ability to mix up the direction at any point. Zaki is abusing something similar to this with his double jumps, and imagine if DDD had more airspeed when he did that. Like that would be amazing. This up air, does this up air connect? Oh my gosh, that was literally the perfect spacing. Let's rewind that. Down tilt, let me charge, down tilt. Whew, that was super close. But yeah, like if DDD had more air drift, that actually would have been better. So DDD needed to be nerfed. That's what I'm trying to get at here. And now he's in a good spot. Okay, so MKLeo is really trying to pressure the landings on him, but I think after you see the DDD land, you can just kind of like, okay, reset. Because DDD can't play neutral against you anyways, right? So why bother overextending when you're trying to exert your advantage state? Why bother overextending? Because that's just giving DDD an opening. So I don't like the jab. Maybe he expected DDD to be slower on landing, which is understandable. But yeah, so he gets this roll behind. That scenario was kind of interesting. Let's look at that spacing again. So that back air, and then take a look at this spacing. So where MKLeo is right now, if Zaki was to throw out a jab at that moment, at this frame right now, like the jab was already active, the jab would miss. Same for F tilt. And this shows how good MKLeo really is because he's at the absolute perfect spacing to throw out a back air. And this back air is really good. I think Zaki dropped shield and tried to perfect shield it because he knew that once he takes this back air, he's going to have a really rough time. Let me see. If he dropped shield, I think he could have walked forward slightly. I think he had a chance to walk forward slightly. Not run, but walk forward slightly and then shield. And that would have given him a perfect shield in this scenario. Okay, that Gordo was nice. Had MKLeo been ready to react to it, he probably could have just up-aired it away or nared it away. Or rar nared it away, honestly. But shielding is fine. And it's a lot of end lag. Ooh, he knew. That's unfortunate. Misposition. But now let's see how Zaki plays out advantage state. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was literally all perfect. So, back air. Amazing frame trap. Because, okay, well, technically speaking, that wasn't really a frame trap. Because he wasn't at high enough percent to be threatened by the platform. But what Zaki tried to do, and what's really good about it, is that he tried to throw MKLeo onto the platform. If he missed a tech, he would get hit by the back air. If he did tech, then Zaki would get the platform pressure for free. And that's really good. Because I'm not sure if down throw back air is a true combo. Let's take a look. Frame skipping. Rar. It looks like he's slightly actionable. So maybe his air dodge wouldn't have come out in time. But it did look like he was slightly actionable. Anyways. So that's that. He gets hit with a back air and he's sent upwards. Right? Leo double jumps to avoid the situation in which Zaki would pressure his landing directly in front of him. And look at that positioning by Zaki. It's so good. It's so good. You can tell how much practice he's put in this matchup because in this situation, Cloud has two options. He can double jump, in which case he's always going to double jump towards the stage because he never wants to get ledge trapped. Or he can land with like a tomahawk or something. But he wouldn't do that because he was in hit stun. So double jump in, obviously. And then in order to avoid the down air, he jumps straight up. He doesn't jump inwards. He knows that he has the correct spacing and he jumps straight up. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And back air. And then he sets up the sledge trap, and it is just, everything about this is pristine. If Gordos were better, this would actually just be like, this could result in a stock right here. This could probably be the reason Leo lost the game. That single interaction. Yes, look at how much Zaki gets off of this. Because Leo is now committing to all these nairs just to try to get rid of this single Gordo. Right? And because his aerials are working, he's now in that mindset where he can just throw out aerials. And that's not the case. So, he comes back here. Nair, nair, nair. Nothing punished. He fades in with the full hop. And Zaki has turned around and is ready to punish a landing aerial. Back throw. Reset situation. Platform coverage. Back air. Reaction. That was just so good. Oh, yeah. That is so nice. And this all happened because of a grab like 15 seconds ago. This all happened because Zaki got a grab. MKLeo misspaced a grab at 40 seconds into the game. Well, 30 seconds into the game, 40 seconds into timestamp. And literally everything that came off of it, all of this is still because he misspaced that grab. "20 seconds ago. 20 seconds. 20 seconds of advantage. And he was able to convert it into a stock from like 16%. Oh my. Why do I even have to talk about this? Why do I even have to talk about this? This is so busted. Look at this. MKLeo tries to abuse his respawn intangibility, right? And he double jumps up and he punishes Zaki for going onto the platform and using it to try to escape, right? And he reads an empty hop from MKLeo because he thinks that Zaki is afraid of up airs. And we know that's not true anymore because earlier in the game, he was able to pass through with a nair. And that nair was incredibly likely to be spaced. Actually, let's look at this. Let's look at this for a second. Yeah, so he gets hit by the up air. If Leo had done an immediate up air there, it probably would have traded. And that is so good for Zaki because that's percent. Anyways, so this happens. Leo's in that up airing mood. He might have even buffered it out of hit stun because of the timing of the up air. Like he might have just literally had his hands on those buttons, pressed it, and it was like, oh well, now I'm dead. So grab, down throw, back air. Maybe it is true. If Zaki's doing it, like he did it twice in a row at low percent, so maybe it is true. Love that. Let's go back. This back air. He up airs out again. What could have been better here, actually? Let's start with this. Down throw, back air. This covers immediate double jump. That's interesting. So if Leo had wanted to retreat to the platform and charge limit or something, that would have covered it. This might be due to the other clouds that he plays against. Maybe some other clouds that he plays against are a bit more campy. I don't know. I'm just making assumptions at this point. But long story short, this back air does not cover attack. That's why you need to install the training mod pack. Shoutouts to Juga or whatever. Back air doesn't work. He gets up aired. Up airs. And finally, we get this single punish. We get the single punish on Zaki's shield. Alright, so here comes the ledge trap. Leo had an opportunity to ledge trap before. And now he's doing it again. So he rolls. This is why you need to stay grounded during your ledge traps, folks. Okay, that downer was completely fine. If that had hit, that might have like sent him into the stage and like did a tech, whatever. Doesn't matter. Point is, this jump only covers ledge jump, right? This only covers ledge jump and maybe neutral get up if he did like a nair or a fair now. But roll he'd have to commit super hard by timing his nair early in order to not cover neutral get up or throw out a back air if he really wanted to punish roll. So Zaki rolls behind him. And Leo predicted a neutral get up, which is interesting because you could have just done a fair or a nair. And he predicts this neutral get up and he does a jab on landing. Now, maybe I am a fool. There is a slight possibility, or maybe it's a high possibility. Honestly, I don't know, but there is a possibility that that jab was a bait against Zaki. And here's the reason why. Zaki is turned around. Zaki is a smart dude. He knows that he would not be able to punish that jab. Right? Even though he probably could, he probably overestimates Cloud, which a lot of players do. And he realizes that there's nothing for me to do in this situation. I need to get away. Whoops. And then he gets grabbed because he rolls away from scenarios. Oh my gosh, MKLeo pays so much attention. But I like that jump. That jump was fine. The reason why this jump is okay is because he prefaced it with a jump here. He prefaced it with a jump right there, right? Had Leo landed and tried to do the same jump, that get up attack would have caught him, which is really good. And then Leo reads this and does a back air there. And it's like, Leo's so good at this game. Holy crap. DDD's ledge jump actually seems pretty good. Like the way he jumps, like that actually seems not that bad. And at this point, Zaki knows that he's not going to get something huge. So it's likely he's just trying to trade and get that extra percent in while he still can. Leo's, this is all just like advantage pressuring. Like I don't really have to go over this because it's self-explanatory. Like, oh, my opponent is above me, shield. But this is important because now Zaki has this opportunity to get up. And now this is where the fun begins because Leo is above Zaki. Zaki tries to cover his landing with an F tilt, which is super good. And Leo has literally been listening to me in the past, me talking in the future. And he spaces a fair against F tilt. Bless me. And, oh man, so good. So good. Oh my gosh. Hey, Hijinks, what's up? What's poppin'? Sorry, I haven't been checking chat. I'll leave it up. Anyways, so he spaces this fair. And DDD is such a big boy. Oh my goodness. Let's see what option he picks. Okay. So we've seen... What have we seen? We have seen roll, neutral, jump, roll. Oh, we also saw an attack. We saw roll, attack, jump, roll. What would be interesting is if he does a get-up attack next time. I'd love to see that. I'd love to figure out that that is a thing that Zaki does. But anyways. So, no, it's a ledge jump. Okay. Whatever. He does like ledge jump. So, maybe it's an alternation between the two. I don't know. I'm not one to be making my predictions. I'm not even playing right now. Anyways, so That up air, oh my goodness. Look at this up air. That up air is great. Look at that up air. Do you know what this up air covered? This up air covered everything. This is at the absolute perfect spacing to catch DDD if he kept on walking in. Because he's a tall boy, DDD would get caught by the starting frame of that. And would get hit. And now, Cloud gets the space that's fair for free. And now it gets real. Because Leo knows. Leo knows it's been a while since Zaki has done anything, right? He's been on that pressure. He's had limit. He's moving fast. And he's scared. Zaki needs to make something happen now. Especially because he just rolled out of this scenario onto the ledge, right? So he throws out this jab. And Leo avoids it because he's a god. Leo spaces himself. I just repeat the word Leo spaces himself over and over and over again because that's actually just what happens. Like, he's just outspacing him in every way, in every sense of the word. And it is so good every single time. Look at this. Look at all of this spacing. Like, okay. Skip back to there. That's good. Reads the holding forward. That's great. That was probably because he was still throwing it, and it was at the start of the throw. The reason why that Nair missed the Gordo. Maybe? I don't know. Might have just literally been a glitch. Anyways, so Zaki ledge jumps again. And at this point, Leo misspaces one attack, which means it's time for Zaki to hit him. Oh my gosh, was that a double jump? Was that a double jump right there? Okay, he actually landed on the ground, which is interesting. Pulls him up. Oh. Yeah. Unless that's the way that that's the way that jabs looks on the ground, like the hammer on the ground, I think that was a double jump. Okay, so Leo actually had no choice but to fade away. If Zaki had noticed that, I think he would have done more than throw a Gordo. I think he would have ran in. I think at this point he thought that Leo had a double jump, so he would double jump over it, and then Zaki would trap that double jump's landing, right? But that wasn't the case. That fair was really close to hitting, actually. Had Leo not air dodged, or air dodged a little bit earlier, that would have been really good. Whoa. I gotta see that Nair spacing. I gotta see this again. Holy moly. Holy moly. So, Zaki's in the air. This is literally the prime opportunity for Cloud to shine. And Zaki knows it. Leo goes for an aerial. And this spacing also avoids up air. Look at this. Look at this. How do you get this good? Like, this is absurd. This is absurd. Do you see how close that is? That's intentional. How can you... Wow. Okay. So, anyways. Back air. Punish. Easy. I need to see that again. That was a little laggy. Okay. So he perfect shields the Nair on landing. Down tilts out of it. Awesome. Awesome stuff. That was a bad Gordo. There's... Okay. So that Gordo was to cover low recovery. Right? But if he wanted to cover low recovery, he could have done his Gordo. No, the platform was in the way. So I guess he committed to covering low recovery. Okay, that's fine. So that's actually not that bad. If he covers low recovery with the Gordo, MKLeo has to land on a platform, and that means he has to come in from above Zaki. So Zaki can punish this. This is not... Okay. This is not the first time this scenario has happened, where MKLeo jumps in and then air dodges to avoid a punish. Like, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat to notice. I don't think Leo was confident enough. I think he thought that, like, oh yeah, he has that spacing down. Sure, I can't throw out an aerial here. Like, I think that was probably in his mindset. But this was definitely an opportunity to punish right here. So he actually throws out a back air, misinput. Okay. I think either one of two things happened. Either it was a misinput or he expected to drift past Zaki and wanted to do a back air as he was passing through him. But whatever. Anyways, Zaki's nair also whiffs. And at this point, MKLeo should literally win this every single time. But, like, does Nair just straight up trade with Cloud's up air? Like, every time? There's no way it trades with the startup, right? Hold on. Okay, there's the startup. Okay, so both the startups trade. That's how it works. Ooh, that up smash was good. Just good option coverage in general. Let me see. So where does this cover? This covers... Okay, so this Gordo covers directly in front of him, and this up smash covers directly above him. MKLeo... I mean, listen, I don't want to say that he did that intentionally. You know? I don't want to say that he avoided that up smash on purpose by fading in so hard. But he might have. So, that's interesting. Okay. So we see just ledge trapping from Leo. Wow, that's pretty neat. That's new. That's a new thing. This is just part of the mastery that these people have with their characters. Like, they understand when to mix up as well. Like, it's the small things that when you play the character enough over and over and over again, that you begin to realize, oh yeah, I can just throw that out here, and he won't expect it. That's pretty neat. Like, it's those things. Anyways, this is like the 700th time that Leo has landed with a down air and then done jabs afterwards, or like an auto-cancel aerial. I am so happy. I am just gleeful that Zaki punished that. You know, honestly, he could have SDI'd that up. Like, he could have actually just SDI'd those jabs up. That does look like it popped him up pretty high. Hold on a second. Okay. That would be the 10 billion IQ play. If he got hit by jab 1 on purpose, jab 2 whiffs. There's no way at that percent. Was that the 5 billion IQ play? Look at Zaki's face. Look at his face. He knows. Look at his face. Okay. Alright, so game 1 notes. Game 1 notes. Where's my OBS? Here it is. Okay. So, game 1. What did we see? We learned that MKLeo lands with auto-cancelled aerials. That's... No, that's not right either. This was right. Auto-cancelled aerials. And jabs afterwards. We learned that Zaki rolls away from scenarios often. I'm putting the word often rather than after MKLeo often. Like, in this case, Zaki had mix-ups. MKLeo in that scenario almost never did. Zaki primarily jumps from ledge. Let me see. What else? Let's talk about Gordo usage a little bit. So, Zaki Gordo normally covers ground / low angles. He doesn't normally throw it to ledge trap, except if he wants to make a wall directly in front of him. But he uses it primarily to cover the ground. And I think that's like the only time you should use Gordo other than ledge trapping. Because you shouldn't ever use that move in neutral. It's just bad. So I think that is really good. I think that is a great way to extend your advantage state, even if you're super far away. Let's talk more about MKLeo a little bit. Okay, so we learned that DDD Nair trades with Cloud up air, startups, strong hits, however you want to word that. Let's see. What else did we learn? We learned that Leo was sort of adapting. So he realized towards the end of the set that up air was not working and tried his longer ranged move, which is Nair. But we also learned that Zaki knows how to avoid Nair. So I think we're just going to have to wait for game 2 to see how they adapt. So game 2. Game 2 coming up. And that was 3 minutes. And I'm going to have to go back and listen to myself talking again to take those notes. I honestly think Zaki SDI'd that. Wouldn't that just be the most amazing thing, though? Like, that would just be so cool. Okay. Game 2. So, let's talk about stage choice for a second. So, why does MKLeo want Town and City? And what did Zaki ban? So, I would imagine a ban of either triplats. Actually, definitely ban triplats. It's either triplats or lilat, but I'd probably ban triplats if I was playing DDD. So he bans triplats. And Leo chooses Town and City. He wants space, but why? Why does he want this extra space? This will make it harder for Zaki to die off the sides by a significant margin. But he might be able to kill him off the top easier, which won't happen because he's a big boy. We already saw. Like, he's a big boy. He won't die off the top easily. So, why Town? I guess we'll find out. Anyways, so we have this. And we also know that Zaki repositions himself with shield in the early game. Leo starts charging limit. Okay, fine. I still am a strong believer that stage control is better than limit on every single situation, but whatever. Oh, man, that was good. Man, that was so good. So he perfected this spacing, right? He realized that he was misspacing it before, and now he knows. Now he knows when to do it. 19% for free, and now he can charge limit. Now this is like the worst. This is the worst thing for him. Look at that up air spacing. That's amazing. Grab whiffs. Down tilt occurs. I think if he had down tilted out of shield, Zaki, it would have traded or Cloud would have beaten it. But down tilt was a better choice. Ooh, I like this. So, what you're not seeing here is the one scenario in which Zaki does an immediate nair. Right? Leo shields, expecting a nair, and he sees that Zaki jumps. And he drops shield, he does an up air. That is amazing. And now that he's seen Zaki air dodge once, he thinks he's going to do it again. So he just... This is all just, like, disgusting. Yeah, very clearly, very easily clear away that neutral, the Gordo. So we've seen primarily from MKLeo these down air ledge traps, and almost none of them have worked. Like, I don't think there was an instance in which it worked. I think it was just option coverage. He can do so much better. Like, his up air is getting staled. He can do so much better here. Like, a down tilt right here. Look, he does run out of intangibility before he jumps. So what I think Leo could have done is I think he could have done a full hop empty. He could have done an empty full hop. And that would have faked out Zaki a little bit. I think that would have been a neat thing to do. Okay, so this happens. Zaki, unfortunately, was not able to capitalize off this nair. If he was, that would have been absolutely disgusting. But we see that same scenario again, where down tilt probably could have worked. This is where Zaki just has to go back and like realize, okay, you're right, that didn't work. Maybe down tilting out of shield is just better in this situation. So, I'm also really surprised. So, previously, my thought was that, like, oh, these are top-level players. They are obviously going to mix up after every single scenario because they're all going to memorize every single situation. But, like, what's the weird thing is that Zaki does a grab out of shield again. And this is the second time he's been punished. I want to kind of take a look at Zaki's face when this happens. Okay. So he kind of tilts his head up. I think he realizes that this is incorrect. But also, actually no, he tilts his head up to look at the side of the screen. So never mind. Never mind. Ignore what I was saying. But long story short, I think he realizes now that he will not be able to grab out of shield against that up air. So more trapping. Ooh, I love that. Okay, that's fine. And then Leo lands on the platform on accident. I can't imagine that not being an accident, right? Because, okay, if the up air had hit, look at where he landed. He landed... He landed right in the middle. And if that up air had landed, he would have traded with Nair. If he had done another up air. And that wouldn't have been good. I think Leo realized this and tried to run off, but Fair still caught him. So Fair... Oh my gosh, this is at a percent. Right now, Fair's at a percent where it sends you off of the platform and tumble. And Zaki just tried to punish that missed tech with a down tilt. And I think that's really cool. I wonder if he was expecting that. But more importantly, look at this. He has a read set up in his mind. And he did read a roll. He just read the wrong direction. I doubt that there's a way for DDD to do a reaction tech chase against Cloud. Actually, a reaction tech chase against anyone. But let's see if he does an up air. Oh, okay. So, rewinding, down tilt, nice. Cloud now has stage control. Why'd you double jump? Beats me. Let me see. Okay, double jump was bad. Double jump was bad because look at the drift he chooses afterwards. He chooses the drift inwards. If he had read the roll away, like, we already know that he rolls away in situations like this. If he had read that roll away, that double jump was good because he could have punished that roll away with a back air. But he didn't. He wasn't able to do that. So he drifted back inwards, and I don't like it. I think a short hop would have been better. It's just way less commitment. But now he has limit. You gotta see this again. Okay, so let's stop for a second. Leo just landed with an auto-cancel downer. Oh my gosh, hey, wait a second. Here's the theory for you. Leo, when he has limit, is very airborne. I've noticed that. I noticed that before when, like, remember back in game 1 when Zaki threw the Gordo after getting that grab? Like, he got the grab, he did a down throw back air, and then Cloud double jumped, he did his down air. Zaki hit him with another back air, and then he did the Gordo upwards. Leo already had limit when he did that first downer, so he's playing with his aerials now. Leo is just playing with his aerials. So when he has limit, he plays with his aerials. And remember, after he threw to Gordo, he literally just spent so much time like in the air. He just did like 3 nairs in a row and then landed with an up air on Zaki's shield. And it was unsafe on shield. And he got like punished for it. And then actually he got killed for it. But yeah, we can see now. We can actually see it. He's just playing more with his aerials. Like, look at how much more he's jumping. Look at how quotation marks confident he's playing. And yeah. Oh, whoa, Zaki. Okay, I know what's happening here. Zaki read a tomahawk and tried to punish it preemptively with a down smash. Zaki was literally too smart. He's too smart for this world. He's got 5,000 IQ plays. If you look at him for like 5 minutes, you can tell. Like, yes, he's the best player ever. Oh my gosh, if Zaki played a real character, he'd be so broken. Okay. So up smash. Up air beats Cloud's down air. What? That's pretty neat. Okay, so we know that. I still think this is a bad stage choice for Leo. Up smash was good option coverage. Zaki could have been better with that. What could Leo have honestly done in this situation? Let's see. So he does the up air. He DI straight out. He already did his nair. He did his nair up there. So if he had started another nair or another aerial, it would not have come out in time. It wouldn't have hit him. Unless it was a down air, in which case it would have weak hit. It would have been weak hit. Because Zaki would nair here on reaction. So he reacts to air dodge, and he tries to nair it. But he was already in fast fall, so it didn't work. Ooh, that was good. Okay. So nair again, and that was just a reaction tech chase, I think. Let's take a look. Nair. Yeah, that was on reaction. He just double jumps back, and then already expecting. Wait a second. Wait, how did that grab with? Is it? No way. So in the shielding animation, DDD pulls his arms back, and it sort of shifts his body backwards for a second when he does his shield. So because of that, Leo misspaced that grab. DDD's broken. DDD needs to be nerfed again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so F throw, nice. And you, wait a second. Was that grab out of shield in response to that? Yeah, that's so dumb. That would have driven me crazy. So F throw, that. I actually kind of like this dash attack. I think it was a little misspaced, But had he done it right and maybe had a bit more time after Gordo, I think that would have been really good. So anyways, punish, obviously. There's nobody in top level that would not punish that. Let's talk about this landing option again. So Leo this time realizes that he's basically just punishing downers over and over and over again. So this time he mixes it up with an air dodge and then punishes the up air, expecting a downer. He punishes that with a neutral air. And that's really good because that leads into ledge trap. Okay, that's fine. No, Leo! Leo, what is this? What? Let me look at Leo's position specifically when he does this. Wrong, man. That's just not good. Okay. Okay. He did it. He's the pro, not me. And this drives me the most crazy. This drives me the most crazy because he gets that landing lag, and oh my gosh, you can see Zaki's face. You can see him laughing. Like, he doesn't even care that he got upset. He's just so happy that Leo was not able to punish him. He doesn't even care. Look at this. The fair misses because of the way that he spaced his fair. Cloud is so bad. Look at this. The way he spaced his fair. Yeah. It misses him. And then he didn't rise with back air. If he had just risen with back air, that would have done the exact same thing as being close with back air. Why didn't he just rise with back air? All right, so he does this. You know, honestly, it might have just been a bait. I think he was... You know, that would be like 500 IQ as well. If Leo specifically misspaced that back air, but tried to cross up, which he did, he grabs out a shield, Leo rolls back in order... Oh, wait, what is it? Okay, so he does this, he misses that, he does that, and then... He needs to go back a second. Okay, so he has this. No, honestly, I don't think it was... I don't think that was, like, the thing. I think he just realized that he was going to roll away, because that's what Zaki does, and he just preemptively covered it with that roll in. I don't think he, like, actually, like, predicted that whole exchange. Anyways, so we have this. Leo's not ledge trapping correctly this game, or the game before. Honestly, he's just not ledge trapping correctly in general. This is all slightly incorrect. I just don't like his use of downer in this, honestly. I think downer is overrated. Okay, so yeah, you can literally see how many times he's doing aerials, like how many times he's jumping. Like, his APM literally increases whenever he gets blue. Like, because he jumps so much when he has limit. This is amazing. Look at this. This makes everything he does super predictable. Oh, Zaki, that was godlike. And that was godlike as well. That was amazing. Who would jump against that? Literally no one. If it works against a top player, it works against everyone. All right. That was stupid. Hold on a second. Down throw. That was the stupidest thing. Oh, yeah. Look at that spacing. And now he cancels it in midair into an upper. And it hits his arm. Look at that face. Look at that face. I'd be like that too. I'd be like, ah, bruh. Yeah. 3 up air is nice. And this game is pretty much done. It doesn't matter if Zaki somehow finds a way to make this percent back, because Leo's going to figure out a way to get ledge trap again. He's just going to repeat this over and over again. I don't like this. Here. You see how Zaki 9 times out of 10 has not been buffering a ledge option. Ledge trumping needs to be implemented in higher levels of play. That's all I'm going to say. Or at least fake trumping. Like, ledge trumping and then fake trumping. Like, if you can do those two things, that's going to be so good. And Zaki re-grabbed, and Leo did not have a punish ready for it. So, ooh, yeah. Okay, Zaki does this nair. He lands with a fair. I think he might have actually expected an up air landing and tried to down tilt out a shield. But yeah, I mean, it works, right? So he expects an aerial landing and then down tilted out a shield. Like, that's amazing. They're literally listening to me. Anyways, so we have that Leo's APM has now increased. Zaki's actually just trying to catch landings now at this point. That's honestly all he's doing. Let me look at this Gordo angle again. So, that's pretty good. This Gordo angle prevents him from going back to ledge, making him have to land on top of Zaki, which is pretty good. I think he also expected Leo to do his back air sooner, or when he expected Leo to do his down air sooner, which is why he did that back air preemptively, or at least it looked preemptive, but that was basically what it was. And Zaki, at this point, he knows. He knows everything. Okay. I could literally just watch this over and over again. This is amazing. Zaki literally canceled. Oh my gosh, he knew. He knew. Okay. Game 1. MKLeo jumped out of his jab 3. And he remembered it. He remembered that happened. And Zaki crouch canceled. Well, he canceled his jab into crouch. So that way he would gain action ability again. And Leo jumped out of his grab, or out of his jab again. Oh my gosh. Literally the most broken player. He's so smart. Look, he did it again. He did it again. Look at this. He's literally just toying with him. Oh my gosh. Zaki is so smart. He's just toying with him. Okay, that was a good air dodge. I like this. Now, please let's trap him correctly this time. For the love of... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I love that Gordo. I don't like it against sorties, but I love the Gordo as a concept. Zaki's smiling because he knows everything now. Oh, there's Fox. There's Fox in the background. Zaki right now is telling him, listen, I have the 100% download. The game's over. Yeah, look at him laughing like, ha, yeah, I have the download. Yeah. Okay. Look how calm he is. And look at how stressed MKLeo is right now. It just shows, like, the difference between the players. And oh my, come on. It's right there. It's right there every single time. All you have to do is start the limit charge, right? You start the limit charge. Then you cancel it immediately, and then you cross slash. That's it. Every time. I give you a real guarantee. Every time Zaki went in. Hindsight is 20/20. And wow, look at this. Okay, fine. He realized his mistake. But he misspaced it. So he got down thrown. All right, that's fine. Back air. I guess it's true. Maybe it's a frame trap, but it's true. Up throw again. We're going to see this. Unsafe on hit? Oh, because Leo started a jump. It took too long. An up tilt would have been better. Downer landings again. I think, actually, Zaki read a jab. Let's see. Yeah, I think he read a jab, actually. Yeah, there it is. There it is, Leo. You tell him. You tell him. You tell that boy not to down tilt out of shield against me. Yeah, get that percent. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I love that. And now we get to see bad Leo. Jab 1-2 downs. Oh, what? That's neat. This is really cool. It's really cool. But this is conditioning him to shield on the ledge. Sure, you can take that punish. It won't matter. Okay. So this happens. Now, actually, didn't talk about stage choices here. So, with this pick, what does Zaki gain from FD by having FD? So, because Leo doesn't have platforms, he isn't able to platform pressure, right? Which is good because Zaki can trade with the up airs with his nair, right? So that's what he wants. He wants to trade. Then you also have the ability to catch landings with Gordos way easier because he doesn't have a platform to run to. It's just like better Smashville for him. But it was probably striked at some point. So we see... Let's talk about this for a second. So jump, lands, and starts a down tilt? Yeah. Looks like he started a down tilt. Okay. So, Leo, I'm so happy for you. Your down air ledge trap worked. One time. One time. Out of the 10 times you've done it, it has worked one time, and you got a down air to back air out of it. That's good. That's good. I'm proud of you. I'm also proud of this cross slash. That was a great cross slash to punish that down smash. Even though Zaki did get the correct read, and this was your fault. He did get the correct read. He just messed up. I think, honestly, F-tail could have worked better. Jabs could have worked better. Anyways, moving on. Cross slash punish, easy. Moving on. Gordo is good. Gordo is really good there because he still has intangibility from ledge. And that means he won't be able to get hit back with Gordo. Down throw, up air. Nice. He does that up air again to try to discourage him from downers, but Leo is the downer king, apparently. Back throw. Woo. Okay, let me look at this. Let me look at this one more time. So, Leo does this up air. All right, Zaki goes up in the air, right? And he spaces himself in a way. He does the 3 jumps in place. He does, watch. 1, 2, yeah. Or wait. He does the first jump off the ground, right? And he jumps slightly forward. He does 1 straight up. And he does, oh wait. What is this? He jumps once. Twice, jumps back. Okay, yeah. And he back throws him. That's amazing. This is just manipulation of spacing. Like, honestly, that's the most prevalent thing I've seen in this entire game. In this entire set. Like, they're just so good at manipulating their characters around each other. Like, I've never seen something like that. And yeah, he's dead because he stayed on the ledge for too long. I'm telling you, ledge trumping, super good. Super good. Every top player needs to know how to ledge trump consistently. I don't understand why people just don't add it to your repertoire just to get out of pools. Like, you don't even have to use it against top players. Like, but like right here, you should be able to realize. Why? Why again? Why again? This is literally useless ledge trapping. Look at this. Look at this. He waits every single time. Every single time. Except for that one time before. Every single time. Throughout both the games. Except for the first ledge trap of this game. Your downers did not work. Why? Why do you keep doing it? It hasn't covered a jump. It hasn't covered a neutral get up. It hasn't covered a roll. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's just fake pressure. And you're missing a chance for a free punish every single time. Okay, so we have the down tilt to punish the get up attack. That's fine. Back air to manipulate around the F tilt. Discussed this before. Did not punish a roll. Wow, that was a really good perfect shield. Let me look at this again. Okay. So down tilt, he runs back. Ooh, and uses his turnaround animation to perfect shield it. Nice. Back throw. Covering that. Oh, man. Oh, man. That was almost game. This down smash, that down smash was so good. Look at his dash attack. Oh, that was literally this close. Let's take a look at how close this was. Active, 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 active. Oh, wait. Wait just a second. How could he grab it from all the way over there? Whatever. Let's go on Kurogane Hammer right now. Okay. Kurogane Hammer. Here we go. Let's find King DDD. And we're going to see how long his dash attack is active for. Oh, it's only active for 2 frames. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay. If it had looked like... I thought it had a weak hit for some reason. I guess I was wrong. Oh, wait, no, it does. Oh, it does. It has 28 to 35. I'm looking at my the previous one. Okay, so it could have hit him. So he must have just went low enough to avoid it. Anyways. Whoa, that Gordo was super smart. Look at this. Zaki is so good at this game. Look at that. That is amazing. Okay. So now, that up air was actually really good. I like that. I do that with Shulk sometimes. I like that landing with Nair. That was safe too. Ooh, that option coverage was crispy. And nice, now he's out of limit. He read the air dodge again. That was the second time this scenario has happened. Let's trap. Down smash. Not enough. I could probably quote the commentators at this point, but I'm not going to. So jump, double jump from ledge. I like it. Leo, that was a good option. You think so much better when you don't have limit, Leo. That dash attack would have worked. You see this right here? That won you the game. Thank you for not using your down air. Thank you. That won. MKLeo won this set. Because he was able to realize that happened. Like, he was smart enough to realize that situation had happened too many times and he needed to mix it up, and he did. Right here, and it was at a percent where dash attack would have killed, and it would have worked. Every time. Except, he misspaced it and got F thrown. And we all know how this goes. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. So, main takeaways, I would say, from this. Manipulation of character around other characters is broken. Like, if you can learn how to manipulate yourself around the opponent's best aerial options, you can do just about anything. Even land with DDD. Like, Zaki, you're amazing. You're amazing. Leo, you're amazing. You're amazing. You both have flaws, because you're both human. However, the good things you did in this set greatly outweighed the bad things. I just didn't pay attention to them enough. So, that's the set. That's the whole thing. And Zaki got that handshake, taking out Seed 1 in pools. Oh, this is like Zero versus Latai, man. This is worse than Zero versus Latai. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. Good stuff to both players, though. I still think MKLeo should have won this. Like, he was correct. He was correct in a lot of things, and he missed punishes. He missed... Actually, if you think... He missed one punish every game, and that was the reason he lost. The first game, right? It was that dash attack at the begin, towards like midway of the first game, that like he misspaced against his shield, right? The second one was another misspaced grab, the tomahawk grab that he did. He like did a backwards flip after that tech chase situation. He did a backwards flip, and he was going to land with an up air, but he said did a tomahawk, and the shielding animation stopped him from doing that, and he got punished for that. And the last one that directly killed him, and it was the dash attack on the ledge, which would have worked. And that's that. I mean, to be completely honest, the down air ledge trapping isn't bad. It is really good. It's really good against bad players. And the reason I say that is because bad players will not know how to not press buttons. But good players, they know how to stop and wait for a second. And that's why the down air doesn't work. Oh my gosh. I need to look at this again. I just realized something. I just realized something that might change my perspective on this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Leo tried to dash attack. His intangibility running out. And Zaki perfectly timed to get up. So that way, it didn't work. It wasn't that he read a neutral get up, it's that he read intangibility running out. And Zaki timed it. So that way, he was intangible the whole time. Except for, like, that first, obviously there's, like, that small bit where you're tangible, right? At the beginning of neutral get up, there is that small bit where you're tangible. And unfortunately, it did not come out in time. And he was intangible. Throughout that, I think he might have actually tried to punish the intangibility running out. I think he was conditioning. But he could have done better. He could have done better with that conditioning by doing a full hop. An empty full hop. If he had done an empty full hop, I think he would have been able to catch Zaki on his way up. Especially if he did like a downer off stage. I think that would have been the coolest thing. But it would have been like the least optimal. Anyways. So Zaki won. Okay, I changed my mind. Zaki won this set. F throw. What could Cloud have done in this situation? If he had up B'd... right here. And he does the up B. And he gets hit with the back air. Okay. I would have taken the back air. I would have honestly just tried the back air. Right? Because in theory, that gets misspaced. And that lets you die. But in that situation, you accept that you're going to die every time. Like, what MKLeo did is that he accepted that he was going to die no matter what, and he tried to come down with an up B. You know what else is interesting? Zaki didn't even have to up B towards the ledge. Like, he could have up B'd in the opposite direction, and he still would have won. He would have won even harder, actually. That would have been so cool if he had done that. But, anyways. So that's a set. Thank you all for watching. I will update my notes tomorrow morning, maybe. And I'm going to do another set at some point. I'm probably going to do another set tomorrow. Alright, well, thank you all for watching. I'll see you later.